Guys, welcome to another episode of Why You Need This. And I've been on a journey. If anyone of my subscribers has seen all my watch videos, which I doubt it because I've only got 400, but you will know that I only bought a watch a couple of years ago, first time in about 20 years. I don't like watches. I haven't liked watches since I was a kid. I think they're annoying. The weight, they get in the way. And so that's why I bought the Casio A700, which is very light and thin. And I named that video a watch for people that don't like watches. And it started something where now I just love watches now. And I own the best watch in the world, and I mean that when I say that. I honestly think this is the best watch in the world, and it is the GMW-B5000 metal square G-Shock. Let me turn the camera. So I did another video on this one, which is the 5610U. So I won't go into too much details on this, but this is basically the best value G-Shock square you can get. It's like an apocalypse watch. It's very light. I've put it on a combi bracelet. It's very lightweight. It's very comfortable with the bracelet, and it's a set and forget watch, okay, which is this one is too, okay. And this is basically the metal version with a few more features. So let me get into this. So this is an upgrade. I mean, first of all, this is £100. This one is 300. I got this. It's a Japanese import. You can't get this in Europe yet. It's the this is 380 quid from Japan, and it's called the GMW-B5000 PC-1 polychromatic one. So it's it changes. You can see with the light, it changes colour. It's sort of. I'm not doing it justice. The camera's not doing it justice. Oh my goodness, this is really bad. You need natural light. It's so much better in when you got it's night time now, but I would open the curtain and let the sun in. It's so lovely when it catches it in these certain angles. So it's not showing it on the camera. Just believe me. Watch some videos. Let me see if I can. It's not doing it justice. I mean, I'm an amateur YouTuber, so I don't have all the special lighting and stuff, but cool. Do you know when they say on the videos, oh, the camera's not doing it justice, it's so much better in person? This is really so much better than on what I'm seeing on the screen now. In person, it's so much better. So this is 150 grams stainless steel. This is I'm going to weigh it and put the weight on the screen below, but this is very lightweight. It melts into your hand. I forget I'm even wearing this, but I love this. This is the one I love. This is what James Bond would wear. It's indestructible. Both of these are indestructible, by the way. And in a way, this feels more indestructible because I mean, I've had this a couple of years now, and I bash it into everything, and sometimes I think. And I look at the watch. Nothing's happened. The glass. There's no scratches on the glass. And I mean, this will probably outlive me, and this will as well. But I feel like it feels like it's not as indestructible because the scratches. So I've only had it 2 weeks, and I know eventually I'm going to get used to the scratches. And I knew this would happen. You know, there's going to be this beginning stage where it's perfect. And then you get a scratch and you're like, oh. And then after a while, the scratches become its character and new scratches don't matter. But yeah, let me get down to more the differences. I'll do a few of the differences, but really, I just want to tell you why I love this watch so much. It's just, let me put it on the wrist. So, it's not too heavy and it is very comfortable with the bracelets, very comfortable. I don't take it off at night time. I thought I might have to because of the weight. But it's just, it's so well made. The finish, I mean, if you look at the buttons on this one, they're meant to be hard to press because they're recessed in, sort of for protection. and these are as well, but these are a little bit bigger and smoother to press. So it's really nice when I'm putting on my tea timer. When I do my tea timer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's for brewing time. And usually I'm quicker than that. I go boom, 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 and then there we go. That's my tea timer, so I can just go away and I don't forget my tea's brewing. I just love the look of it. This is the oh, I did mention the make, but do you know what? Right, I can't believe this. As soon as I bought this, I saw online the GMW-B5000 came out, which is similar to this. It's blue around the outside and it's got a negative display, so it's got a dark display, and it just looks so cool. It looks like what Batman would wear. I think this is like what James Bond would wear after he's taken some acid, because it is quite colourful, and I love that. I love it. I love its character from the colour, but it's I don't like analog watches. I mean, anyone can buy a Rolex. So I think I actually sort of, in a way, feel sorry for people that wear Rolexes, because I just think, mate, it's like, I mean, but before I say this, I have tattoos, but everyone's got tattoos now. Tattoos aren't cool, and Rolexes aren't cool because everyone has them, and I don't see a lot of these around. And I just love the way it looks on the wrist. I love that it's indestructible. It's built like a brick shithouse. I mean, it's got first of all, stainless steel. It's hard wearing, as you know. It's got a layer of rubber underneath this, which so the movement inside is like a capsule. On top there's a rubber sort of cage that goes over the top of that, and then this massive bezel goes on top of that. And look how over engineered this is. Okay, so on here you've got your, you know, in there it's got a little pin going through to hold the strap on. This has got a big barrel pin going through that's got like 2 screws that screw into each other. It's like a screw goes into a thread that's inside a bar. Do you know what I mean? There's things like that on this watch. You put it on and you just think, I'm indestructible. This watch, it feels. Has anyone seen Fallout or played Fallout 3 on the PlayStation? There's a thing called a Pip-Boy that the main character has on there, and this is like a gadget, like a really useful bad boy gadget, but the thing is, it's not like an Apple Watch gadget. Apple Watch, it's not indestructible. It's not 200 meters water resistant. You can't throw it you can't drop it from a height, which this has been designed to do. There's videos of trucks being running over this, and it's still working. An Apple Watch won't do that, and it does too much as well. Whereas this does just the right amount of features. You've got your time. Let me take this off. I won't go into too much details here. I want to keep the video short, and I want to tell you why it's such a great watch. If you are going to look into it more, there's videos that go into more of the features and things like that. But this has the time and the date, but like this watch, it syncs with the radio towers, 6 radio towers all across the world. But unlike this watch, this also syncs to your phone via Bluetooth if you choose to, and which is really good for me because I'm actually moving to an area of the world which doesn't. At the moment, I'm in the UK, so this receives the multiband 6 radio signal to sync the time every day. So this is to the second, correct? This is as well, but I've actually been using the Bluetooth feature where it syncs twice a day to your phone, just momentarily to just get the time perfect. And I'm moving to another country, so I won't be able to use the multiband 6 anyway. So this also, so I'm going about the houses here, but so it might not be in a fancy order, but a feature which I used yesterday for the first time. I got out of my car on the driveway and my phone fell out of my pocket. This has a phone finder on it, so you hold this down. I'm not going to do it because I'm using my phone to film at the moment, but you hold this button down for about, I think, 3 or 5 seconds. It says find up in the top right corner and made my phone ring. I would have never have found it. I'm telling you, it would have got rained on. someone would have nicked it or when they walked past, because it was outside the on the floor on the other side of my car door, and I would never have looked there. So I went outside and I was looking in the car, heard it ring, and then I thought, oh, okay, so it was outside the car on sort of on the other side. So that's probably saved me, 500 quid for a new phone already, to find my phone. The light is really cool in it. Let me it fades in and fades out. You can set that to 1 or 4 seconds. I've got it on 4 seconds. It's got an auto light feature like the other one as well. So if you want, you can, when you look at your watch, and it knows when it's in the dark, and it will turn it on automatically. But I have not turned that on to save battery. World time, you can have 5 different preset world times. Alarm, 4 alarms and a snooze alarm. Stopwatch, countdown alarm I use for my tea. And back to the time. So it's quite a basic watch in a way, not like an Apple Watch. But I don't want all the fancy crap that Apple Watch does. I don't want it. This is actually better because it's more simple. It's retro. It's indestructible. It's unique. I just love the feeling. I love the feeling it gives me. I just can't believe how much I love this watch. Coming from a person that has not liked watches for a long time. There's something special about this watch. And if you go on Reddit and you go on G-Shock subreddit, there's 70,000 people on there. And there's people obsessed with G-Shocks. And I get it now, because I've only had this 2 weeks and I want the B5000 D2 now. And my missus said, stop going on about the watch. And we have an agreement. If I don't mention it to her for 2 years, I'm allowed to buy the watch. And I'm not under the thumb. I mean, it is a good point. It's a lot of money. I can't be going around buying backup watches. But one thing I'd say, though, I'm going to... Like I say, there's no structure to this video. I want to just... I might be all over the place, but maybe that makes it interesting for you. These end links. People have commented on this, and I was worried before I bought it that these might annoy me. Do you see that? These links they don't move a lot. And I think it is, what I've read is part of the design. It's part of the indestructibility. You can drop it from a height and this will break before the module does. I think that's why they've done it. But I've got small wrists, so I thought it might not look very good. But look, 6.5 inch wrist, and it looks fine. So if you've got small wrist out there, don't worry. You can also mod these links. I was looking on Reddit that you can actually take this link out. Get some sandpaper or file these inner bits in, and these links will bend down a bit. So that's one thing I don't like about it. Another thing that I don't like about it, and I think they've done this on purpose, there's a £3,500 to £4,000 version of this called the GMW-B5000, and it's basically the same. It's a bit different. It's got more parts to it, and it is got better finishing. But I think what they've done is, because you see this brushed finish, the camera's not doing it justice, but all these links are all brushed metal, and it looks lovely. The same with this top sort of I don't know what the shape is, but this square, that's brushed. But just this top, the rest of the top bezel around here is all shiny, and it doesn't quite look as classy as the MRG version of this, where it's brushed all over. So I think they've done that because this is, it's to separate it out. I mean, I still love it. I love it. But if this was brushed there, this shininess, it is a bit blingy. It brings out, it'd be more classy if it was brushed all the way up, including this top bit. That's all I'll say. And that's basically the only things I don't like. And one other thing, the watch, this is, I think, 12 millimeters thick. This is 13. I think if they could just make this 11 millimeters thick, it would be the perfect watch. But saying that, do you know what? I thought about this. The ratios of all the angles and how it sits on the watch and everything. I love this angle here, but Everything about the angles and the ratios might be ruined if they made this watch 11 millimeters thick, and I think it might actually be less comfortable, because one of the reasons why it's so comfortable is, do you see the little gap between the little lip there? There's a little hole underneath. It just means you could just move your hand quite a lot, and it's nice. It is very comfortable for its size and weight. It's very useful. It's clear to read. It's got an STN display, which is slightly clearer and better viewing angles than this one up here. And it is noticeable. I think once you go to the metal square, this is just for when I'm doing gardening now. I love this watch, but this is something special. I don't want to make the video too long, but go down the rabbit hole, try one of these on, read up about the history of this G-Shock, how they make it, its features, and you will buy one, and you will be the happiest person. I was going to say man then, but I'm not sexist. Happiest person in the world. Mate, it's just, I feel like a kid that's just got his birthday Christmas present. Oh, I'm going to annoy myself now, because just before I go, I know I'm going to forget something out of this video that I wanted to say. I should have written it all down, but my life's so busy, I haven't written anything down. Okay, I forgot to mention, the same as this, these are both solar powered, and this also has another feature with the app, because it's Bluetooth. If you choose to use it with Bluetooth, it has reminders. So, and I have been using them. They are really useful, actually, because a reminder pops up on your phone and then it's lost. This stays on your watch all day and you notice the reminder. So you're not going to forget what you need. It's like, I'll put important reminders on this. It's actually really good. There's, like I said, there's probably other features that I haven't mentioned in this video, but the aim of this video is for you to look into this watch. When you do, you'll see all the lovely features it has. Peace. There's just look into it. Do me a favor, look into this watch. It's the best watch in the world, and love, peace, unity. Maybe one day I'll have a MRG and I'll do a video on that. Cheers, bye.